Good morning everyone. Today we're going to be talking about augmenting our blood trainer or whatever this weapon is called, mainly because I'm going to be using this weapon in order to power level myself or all my other characters very quickly and very easily. But before we do that, we can actually maximize our EXP gains through augments, because there are several augments that are very important. But before we talk about that, if you're new to the channel, I upload PSO2 content daily, so if you do play this game, I'd really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so first things first, and we need to talk about what exactly gives us more EXP. So you can see over here, I have a partisan right here, which actually has alternate history, which gives me earned EXP increased by 10%. And it's also got increased EXP level 3, which is earned EXP increased by 10% again. So just these two together is going to give me 20% EXP gain. However, on top of that, I also have Mark Courage. The reason why I want Mark Courage is because it gives 40 all attack as well as 5 PP. And now you're wondering, Caro, how are you going to put all of these onto your blood trainer over here? And the solution is actually very simple: Augment Transfer Passes. Because first of all, I need to make it clear that alternate history as well as Mark Courage, and I'm not entirely sure of increased EXP, but I know that alternate history for sure, you cannot just augment it. You can't just have this weapon and augment it with the blood trainer and just take the augments off, because let me just show you. When we come over here and we go to augment affix, and let's use the blood trainer as the base weapon, and we throw this in, and then we go confirm, you're going to notice, look, I don't have any of those abilities available over here. Even though that this weapon over here does have alternate history, Mark Courage, and blah blah, I'm unable to just put it in. And that's why we need to use the augment transfer or transfer augments. Alright, so by clicking on transfer augments, they're going to ask us what base weapon we want to pick, and that is going to be the blood trainer. This is going to be the base weapon, so click yes. And then over here we have to select the material weapon or whatever we're feeding into it, and that is going to be the weapon with alternate history, increased EXP, as well as Mark Courage. I'm going to click on that. And so first of all, I want to keep the S1 Lucent Domain 2 because I need this to generate PP as I'm spamming the sliding impactor or whatever the ability is called, right? So I need to put in increased EXP, alternate history, as well as Mark Courage. However, I want to fix the order. I want to put Mark Courage, alternate history, EXP 3. So you can see right here that now my blood trainer is going to change from having these abilities like Precision 1, Stamina 1, and Love Fever. It's going to be deleting these and is going to be putting Mark Courage, alternate history, as well as increased EXP level 3. Alright, I'm going to click confirm. It's going to be like, oh, you're going to be throwing away your Reflex 3 and Ultimate Buster. Are you sure about that? I'm going to click yes. And right here, you're going to see the final product is going to be the blood trainer, which is plus 35. And it's going to give me all 4 of these augments right here. I'm going to click yes. Keep in mind, it will require 5 augment transfer passes because I'm doing 4 augments. Now, obviously, if you're doing 5 augments or 6 augments, it will require more augment transfer passes, and it will also require more Meseta. Okay? So I'm going to click yes and confirm. And boom. So now you can see that my blood trainer right here has Lucent Domain 2, has Mark Courage, alternate history, as well as increased EXP 3. So my stats is all attack plus 40 and PP plus 5. While the material that I use, the partisan, no longer has any augments on it. So I can just throw this away and my blood trainer is complete. Alright. Now I know for a fact a lot of people are going to be asking me, Caro, where do you get these weapons with alternate history as well as increased EXP 3? And the answer is actually through your Tokyo bonus key silvers as well as your Tokyo bonus key golds. You know, when you break the crystal, it drops a bunch of gear. Pick up everything over there and just sort through it, and you're bound to get a weapon. It might not be a partisan like me, it might be some other weapon, but you're bound to get a weapon with alternate history as well as increased EXP 3. Now, if you get extremely lucky and you also get a mark, so like Mark Courage, Mark Anger, Mark whatever, then that is even better, because then you can just put all 3 together onto your blood trainer or whatever weapon of choice that you have for leveling up, and you can gain additional stats, which is very nice. However, it's not the end of the world if you could only get alternate history as well as increased EXP3, because those are the main ones you're looking for that extra 20% more EXP boost. Okay, so now you'll notice that my augments are good now. You know, I've got Loosened Domain 2, Mark Courage, alternate history, as well as increased EXP level 3. However, if you do pay a little bit of attention when you're running your Tokyo bonus key golds as well as silvers, you're going to notice that all the mobs there are weak to the element of wind. So what you want to do is you want to change this element from fire to wind in order to maximize your damage. However, this is a little bit overkill because of the cost in order to change the element is a little bit pricey depending on where you are in the game. So for me, it's not too bad. I had an elemental transition over here of the wind element type. So all I need to do is I need to talk to Monica. I just enhance the item and I click on the blood triner first. Now it does say over here that it is already maximum, so there's no need to enhance it, but I need to go through this silly process because I want to change the element. Click yes. I'm just going to put in one EXP weapon mini, even though it doesn't do anything at all, but it's required because over here on this menu, I need to click on elemental changing items and I need to change it to wind. So once I've highlighted elemental transition to wind, you're going to notice the element has now changed from fire to wind. All right, then you're going to click yes and boom, right? Success. So now you can see that my blood triner over here is of the wind element, and now I will be dealing additional damage to all the mobs when I burn through my Tokyo bonus key golds as well as silvers. All right, so this is basically just a little bit more damage just for min-max purposes, but since I have so many classes that I need to level up anyway, this is a good investment for me. However, I want to put emphasis on the disclaimer that this is really in min-max territory. If you have a light element or a dark element or a fire or whatever element, it is not the end of the world if you don't have a wind element, okay? Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the rest.